Hey everyone, so today I may have gone a little bit too niche with this Create a Sim video. So how many of you growing up played with Littlest Pet Shops? And I mean the Generation 2 Littlest Pet Shops with the bobbly heads that you would get from like basically any toy store. They were my favorite thing ever growing up, and I was devastated when they stopped making the Generation 2 models that had the bobbly heads. They ended up making them like fully plastic with no bubble to them, and they were really boring after that with really weird fugly designs. So my mum, the angel she is, would be browsing on eBay and other secondhand websites searching for the old Generation 2 pets just to get me for my birthday and Christmas as a kid because they were the only ones that I wanted. I really hope someone that's watching this knows what I'm talking about. They were quite popular toys, like they weren't niche or underground. They were very popular toys, and they still are because Hasbro sold the old models onto Basic Fun, who now are recreating the old Generation 2 Littlest Pet Shop toys now in 2025. They actually started this early last year, so like early 2024 they started making the old models again, and oh my god, I've been obsessed. It's really concerning. I still have my childhood collection, so all my G2 pets I still own to this day. So obviously I had to start collecting the new Generation 7 ones too, because they're the same models. Like, it's just so nostalgic to me. So anyway, the reason I'm yapping about these old toys from my childhood is because there was once this YouTube series, I guess, created by a YouTuber called Sophie GTV, who basically made this YouTube series with these Littlest Pet Shop toys called LPS Popular, and oh my god, was it popular. Some of the episodes have as many as like 6 million views, probably even more than that, but off the top of my head, that's the most I've seen on one of their episodes, which is crazy if you think about it for a series on YouTube that was made from kids' toys. Now, can I just say, kids' toys aside, this series was not made for kids. Oh my god, the drama in this show was insane. There was dramatic breakups, there was fights, there was cheating, there was so much drama, there was mental health issues. It was crazy, like, Jesus Christ, what were we watching as kids? Anyway, so as I was saying, I did start collecting the new G7 LPS back last year when they started recreating them. However, I've suddenly got into more of like an obsession with them again recently, more of a resurgence in my phase, as Wave 3 recently came out in the UK, so I've been hunting them down everywhere as much as I can. And I just had a memory, like, it was like a resurgence in my brain of this YouTube series called LPS Popular, and I was like, would it be really sad if I recreated LPS Popular characters in The Sims? I really don't know why this idea came to me, it just did. I think it's just because obviously this was made like early 2010s, so that was like my childhood, and early 2010s is just so iconic for fashion, all that stuff, and I just think that like if these characters from this Littlest Pet Shop show were real, they would be absolute divas. Like they would know how to dress, you know what I mean? And they would be so cute, even though they were all kind of low-key bitches. It was basically the Littlest Pet Shop version of Mean Girls. Like, you know how the whole point of the movie is that they're all mean girls, even though you've got the main mean girls like Regina George. They're all mean at the end of the day because they all do like really messed up stuff. So yeah, this is basically that, but with toys, which is crazy. And the Regina George of this Littlest Pet Shop series was who I'm creating today, Brooklyn Hayes. This feels so stupid to do a voiceover about, I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's literally 11 o'clock at night, and I'm sat here on my PC doing a voiceover about a Littlest Pet Shop YouTube series from like 11 years ago. I think it was even more than that, it was like 14 years ago, something crazy. So, God, I can't believe I'm doing this, but here's a debrief. If you might be watching this and thinking, I have no idea what you're talking about, Tasha, you sounded crazy right now, you're talking about kids' toys, but hear me out, okay, hear me out. The whole plot of this YouTube series was about this one girl called Savannah Reed, who was best friends with this girl called Brooklyn Hayes, and then suddenly, Brooke has to move away. So Savannah grows up on her own without Brooke in her life, and then suddenly, what a coincidence, her dad gets a job offer in the same town that Brooke moved to all those years ago. So of course Savannah is so excited because she finally gets to see her best friend Brooke again, so she moves over to where Brooke lives, moves to her school and all that. She finds Brooke, and suddenly Brooke hates her. Brooke pretends she doesn't even know who she is. So Savannah, rather than just, moving on, forgetting about her, trying to do her own thing. She goes off the rails. She gets a crazy makeover where she looks completely different. She steals Brooke's boyfriend, Sage. She then breaks up with Sage because Brooke starts spreading rumors about her to Sage because Brooke is jealous that Sage likes Savannah. And then Savannah gets with this other guy called Tom, who then Brooke forces to cheat on Savannah to get Savannah back for stealing her other boyfriend. See, I told you it was messy, okay? So what? It was made with Littlest Pet Shop toys. It was messy. And if this was a real TV show, it would be mental. So that's why I wanted to make them in The Sims, because how iconic is that? And at the end of the day, yeah, they're made out of animal toys, but there is a lot of stuff in that like YouTube series that kind of relates to real life. So Brooke is said to be blonde. Savannah wants to dye her hair blonde, obviously to fit in with Brooke, but her mum doesn't let her. So I decided to make Brooke today because she was the bad bitch of the show. Yeah, she was the villain, but like villains are always more interesting. And in all fairness, Savannah actually was not that much better than her. I'm just gonna put that out there. So I decided to make the character of Brooke look very stereotypically, obviously gorgeous, but very stereotypically mean girl vibes. Like she's bleach blonde, she's very pink, she's very girly, she's very cutesy. Not that there's anything wrong with that, like that is a beautiful style and it doesn't mean that you're a bitch. But in the TV show, it's not a TV show, on the YouTube show, her little cat figure is blonde, she has bright blue eyes, and she's always wearing pink. So I wanted to mimic that. I also gave her this cat wing eyeliner because her character is literally a cat. Like, I'm sorry, is that not perfect? And I recall there was this one episode where Brooke hosted like a party, and this is when she did this whole like sabotage thing on Savannah, and she dressed up, it was like a costume party, and she dressed up as a devil. And this outfit is so iconic. Like, I have not watched this show, by the way, since I was a kid, but I remember so much about it, and I specifically remember this outfit, okay? She had little devil horns on, she had a little bra, and like a little skirt. So that's what I recreated. I normally, when I do create sim videos, I only do the everyday wear because when you post them on the gallery, you can only see the everyday wear anyway, and I'm not going to spend all my time creating every single one of their outfits. So with this one, I did something a little bit different. The only outfits I did were everyday and party. Because her party outfit from the YouTube series is so iconic, I felt like I kind of had to. I felt so inclined to doing her party outfit as this little devil, like lingerie wear type thing she wore to this party. I just had to. I really had to. Again, you can really tell that Sophie GTV took a lot of inspiration from Mean Girls, which of course is not a bad thing, but it's just like, you know the scene in Mean Girls when they go to a Halloween party and they basically say that like, oh, it's the one time of year where girls can basically just wear underwear and get away with it and that type of thing. This was very like reminiscent in LPS Popular because basically Brooke showed up to her own party literally just wearing a bra, and I remember there's a lot of like comments about it in that episode that I can remember anyway, which is just kind of funny to me because it's just so Mean Girls. I love it. And I just think it's so funny because I can just picture like all of our parents when we were kids looking over at our screen, seeing us watching this like YouTube video where this girl is like making her little pet shops, like, you know, just walk around and talk to each other. And little did they know we were actually watching this masterpiece where they weren't just walking around and talking to each other. No. They were cheating on each other's boyfriends. They were beating each other up in the hallway, sending each other to hospital. Like it was not just a series about toys. It never was. I really hope I don't sound insane right now. I don't know why I decided to do this. I really don't. But I kind of think it's really iconic. Of course, I'm not going to just make Brooke. I'm definitely going to make Savannah. And maybe that'll be it. I don't really know. I could make the male characters, but I actually really low-key hate making male Sims, so maybe not. But Brooke and Savannah were the iconic ones, and I think that, if anything, people will know them more than anyone else, you know? Also, can I mention that to this day, if you want to purchase the pets that the YouTuber used for Brooke and Savannah, you will be paying like near to £100. Like, it's insane. The prices these pets go for just because of this YouTube series is diabolical. I am lucky enough to own an authentic Brooke Hayes. What cat is she? Give me 2 seconds. Okay, apparently she is short hair cat 339. And then I'm pretty sure Savannah is Dachshund 675. Oh my god, I was actually right. That's crazy. But yeah, I own a authentic 339, but I've never owned an authentic 675. I only own a fake one, which is real sad. But anyway, here is the final Brooke Hayes sim, her and her party wear. I really hope you liked this video, as random as it was, and I'll see you next time.